Did I touch you, my darling? Hey?
Live.
What?
You're live.
I'm alive. I'm alive. I don't know where I put those girls' names. Oh, there we are. Welcome, everybody. I am late. Oh, we don't have no mic set up here, babe. Hold on. The way Patrick goes all the time here. I got this all lopsided and all fucking shit shangled up here now. Look what I got done there. Hey Jill, my doll. Hey Sherry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I was in readings till 4 o'clock. Go what?
Put you on the wrong screen.
Ugh. Hey Gussie, my doll. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, there we are. That's better. My proper monitor on. I had, was in readings till 4 o'clock. So I had a long day today. And then I haven't eaten all day. So I went upstairs and I had a soup and a salad. And I laid down on the couch and I went out like a light. And I guess I needed it. So that's why I'm late. I apologize I'm late, but the whole body was time for a little nappy. So a little nappy we had, recharge. So you got a half sleepy tarot card reader, but I'm sure she'll snap out of it when the cards starts hitting the table. So welcome everybody. We got Corella, Catherine, Paula, Laura, Felicity, don't know how to say that. How you say that, babe? Felicity. It's not easy to say my dear with 2 missing teeth down the bottom. Hey, Kathy, my doll. Doreen's here. Cecilia's here. No, box is not on, Kathy. Was you here last night, Kathy? Oh, thanks, Barbara. I just woke up, never washed my face or nothing. Just woke up, flicked my ear and come on now. And I was like, oh, shit. But thank you. I'll take your compliment and I'll send it right back to you, my doll. And Carolina and Jinching. I have no idea. So I don't know if any of these people are. I said I would be here at 5, but I'm an hour late again. I apologize. I was really tired and I needed to go lie down. So I went and had a little nap for myself and had a bowl of soup and salad, and it was good. So I go to get right into these readings. And we will. I wish I looked as good as you do when I'm tired. I don't know. I say you look better than I do. So, oh, babe, did you see, my little pot? You know what I discovered?
Oh, I seen you can you put your candle in there.
It fits like a smack in the moat. This is our little witch pots that we're making for our box to go in our store. And he made me one a little bit bigger, and it fits a tea candle perfectly. Now these are too big. Hey Keith, hey Rena, hey Carolyn, hi Darren, my darling, nice to see you here. It fits our tea candles perfect. I like to have like 5 more of these, babe. Do you remember the size? You can measure it? Okay, because I need 5 more of those. Then that'll complete a light circle for me. Okay, isn't that sweet? I think we could sell these in the store as candle holders, babe. They're adorable. Okay, that was just a fluke because we're making little tiny ones for the store. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna pray and I'm gonna get into these cards. Oh, just one more thing, babe. I need a cup. Is that one clean with the witch hat on it? No, not drinking that one. With the witch hat, yeah, that one. Okay, well, run them upstairs and wash them properly. And I'll take that one. Okay. I watched a past live back. Did I win a coffee cup? No, I haven't put any coffee cups up, my darling. I haven't put any up for sale. Hey, Elsa. Oh my God, our stones come out today. They were absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I was hoping the girls that I had the readings would be here. I think I seen Felicia. Caroline is here. I didn't see Jenna. Catherine, my darling, these are paid readings tonight, and I don't guarantee bringing a loved one through for anybody. I don't. Even in a private reading, they're like welcome guests. If they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. I don't promise to bring any loved ones through. I'm sure they're not over there waiting for me to book a reading to come live over here with me. So I don't do that, sweetheart. And I could guarantee you, if they show up, you'll know that they're here. They'll speak loud and clear to us. So I wouldn't even take a paid reading for that because I can't promise it, right? And let's turn on our boxes. Hey, Cassie, my darling. Our boxes are going, and any spirit that's around that wants to visit us is more than welcome to come visit us tonight. That is way too lobbed over. Look at that box going off already. I don't know if is that picking up that candle. I got Mod Podge on it.
On the side of it.
Oh, gonna have to use some Goo Gone and get that gone. So here's one of our mugs. Some days you just have to put on your hat and remind them who they're really dealing with. That's the front, and on the back it says, just chuck it in the fuck it bucket and move on. So just chuck it in the fuck it bucket and move on. Hey, Karen, my darling. Oh, hey, Natalie, welcome. See if we got in this tea has been from all day, so she's still piping hot, boy. That's a good pot. We had them at our store. I had 2 of them. Okay, let's pray and start giving out some blessings. Okay, yeah, I got you here, Paula. I got Laura, Paula, Catherine, good, you're here. Corella DeVille. If she doesn't get you, no evil thing will. I'm sorry, Corella. I just had to. Corella DeVille. Jenna, Caroline, Felicity. Yep, okay, that's fine. So you know what? We'll start with you, Paula. We'll start with you, and then we'll crisscross to the other girls that's here, and then hopefully everybody gets live and everybody gets their card. Brittany. But I wrote her down as Paula because that's her email transfer come true as Paula. Well, she is Brittany tonight, or Paula tonight. Spirit, let my mind be open and may knowledge flow. Let my ears hear what needs to be heard. Let my eyes see what needs to be seen in the cards. May I understand the images and the symbols laid before me. Let my tongue speak the truth and offer words of wisdom. Let my heart be open to feel each person I read for tonight, their happiness or their sadness. And may my hands bring forth healing. I call on our ancestors now to step forward, to guide and direct me in these readings this evening, that each person I read for continue on their journey's path, seeking self-truth, self-power, self-knowledge, self-understanding, self-forgiveness, and above all, self-love. I invite any spirits, any loved ones on the header side to use me as a vessel to contact your loved ones and to bring your messages through. I pray for each person that's watching this tonight and people watching it on a later date. May we all continue to live a life without judgment and be kind people and bring kindness and light into this world. Amen. All right, my darling. Okay, guys, we'll go through these and then we'll check our phone. So, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't write down how many cards, you guys. Oh, my phone is blowed up already. So 2 cards for you, sweetheart. 2 cards for you. King of Wands. Ooh. The King of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. So this could be something going on here, sweetheart, about some finances or some inheritance or something from the past. So this is coming in loud and clear here, sweetheart. I almost want to say, are you holding? No. You got that King of Wands there. Let me start with him. I'm not connecting to these 2 cards. Give me a second. I told you it'd take a minute for me to kick in here. So the King of Wands, he's a very very kind, very gentle. He's got a business sense with him. He could be a businessman. He's got lots of character. He's a good man. He's there to help people. He's a pillar of the community, and he's just a good guy. He probably someone that's innovative, someone that starts up things on his own. He could be like, he's like the store clerk, or he's like the guy that runs his own business, right? He's an entrepreneur is what he is. And he's just a good, solid person. And it feels like there's something connected to him around somebody, but he's in a upright position, so it doesn't mean that he's passed away. So is he trying to create something, bring something, leave something towards the family? There's something here. Are we losing the family inheritance? Is there something going on? Is there money falling away from us? But there's money falling away from the family. So whatever this King of Wands done, is there money lost through business adventures? Is there money lost through some kind of addiction? Is there wasteful spending? Is there a man around you that is overspending, that's taking money from the family? So that's pretty much, Paula, what I'm seeing there. I mean, 2 cards is only gonna take us so far into your story, right? But that's pretty much what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a loss of family inheritance, or someone that's, well, don't even have to be inheritance, like a loss of money, like somebody's overspending, somebody's spending too much money on themselves. Maybe they want to take some money and spend it, and you're pulling back and saying, no, you can't spend it. Is it the husband? Is there any something attached to him that he's overspending? I don't know, Brittany, but whatever it is, there is money falling away from the family. And with that inheritance card up right like that, it's almost like someone saying to me, this money should be spent on the family. I don't know if they got all these bright ideas or whatever they're doing, or they're smooth and whatever it is, or they want to invest there. Maybe they're investing in something and they're losing money, but there is money falling away from the family through that King of Wands. Or is it the King of Wands telling you to pull back? Is he the one that's counting the pennies? Is he the one wanting to save for a rainy day? Is it him telling you to pull back? So it's either one or the other here. But the thing with this is, sweetheart, that we need to watch our money for a rainy day. There's money falling away from the family that should be being saved and put aside. And when it comes into the family card, it's usually could be for our future, could be for our children, could be for our home. We're wasting money. We need to pull up our bootstraps, we need to seal up our pockets, and we need to stop spending. So that is for you, sweetheart. So either that's you, or the king is overspending, or the king is telling you to stop overspending. It's a little bit hard with just 2 cards, guys. You don't get a real big story. But overall, sweetheart, the cards are stop spending. You need to look into the future. You need to map out your plan. You need to realize what you want, where you're going. And if you keep doing what you're doing, sweetheart, you're going to have nothing but a rock in a pot at the end of the day. And that ain't fun. Okay, so next we're going to do, how do you say that, babe? Felicity. Okay, Felicity, my darling, you are next. You are next. You're welcome, sweetheart. I hope that resonated. Okay, someone else wants the email there, babe. Oh, you're right on it tonight. Snappity-doo-dah. Oh. I don't know, I'm getting heartburn. Come in. Okay. So, Felicia, this is for you, sweetheart. Ooh. Oh. Oh my. Sweet Jesus, girl. What do you got going on in your world? Oh my God. Felicia. I'm sorry I'm butchering your name. This is really, really sad, honey. I don't know what's going on in your life. Are we mourning a death, sweetheart? Are you in a mourning process? But ooh, we got someone that's trapped here, sweetheart. We got someone that's but don't want to move forward with their life. We got someone that is they're trying. It's almost like we're trying to fix something. It's almost like we're trying, but we just seems like no matter how hard, you could go back up, babe. No matter how hard that we're trying, we just feel like we're not moving, that we're not getting anywhere with it. Like, how friggin' much harder do I have to try? How much more do I have to go through. We're just not moving at all. We're wedged up solid. And then we got ourselves confined in our mind, in our heart, and now we're to a place that I can't take anymore. And now we're just to the point of blaming ourselves, slander, abuse, putting restrictions on ourselves, and we feeling like we can't move further anymore. Feltham City, laugh out loud. Oh, I don't know, sweetheart. It feels like something here is coming out of control. It feels like that Knight of Swords, he's out of control. He's coming at us. He's not using clear logic thinking. He's spinning. He's spiral. He's going out of control. Kaboom. Kaboom. And then we got tears and loss and mourning and sadness. And sweetheart, this could represent a car crash. Are you mourning someone in a car crash? I don't know any other way to say it. With the car crash, with somebody is furious, somebody don't know what's going on, someone's head feels like they're going to explode, someone is trapped in themselves, and then they go get in a car and they're out of control and they're like, don't give a fuck anymore what's going on in their life, and it's spiraling and the storm is coming and there's so much shit going through our head. Kapoof, a car accident, someone is left mourning and grieving, and then we can't embrace and accept the death. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't mean to be so cold or so honestly brutal, I guess would be the word. But that is what the cards are saying. Are you going through a debt? Did you? It doesn't have to be a car crash, but it's something moving fast. Could be a bike or a quad or something along those lines. Be careful. Be careful in the next little while. So, sweetheart, I don't know, Felicity. I don't know. I don't know what else to say to you, sweetheart. I don't know if this is something that you're going through right now, or if this is something coming towards you or towards the family. But this is very sad, sweetheart. It is. It's very sad. And it feels like we got to be really, really very vigilant, be very on the lookout, be very, 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 very careful. And I think I've only said this a couple times. No one has gotten into a car crash, and I'm not mourning, I think anyway. Well, you would know, my darling, if you were mourning. You would know if you were mourning, trust me. No, sweetheart. So we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very vigilant. We need to have all of our senses about us in the next little while and be very careful. Please be very, very careful. That is what the tarot cards do. They give us glimpses of things that yet to come in our life, and don't think that this is sodden steel. It is not sodden steel. This could be the warning that you need to slow down, to be more visual. Don't get beyond a wheel hangry. Don't leave the house upset. Don't speed off. Don't let things get out of control in your life. So shitty reading, I know. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but that's it. Go back down to the cards again. I don't know any other way that I could explain this to you. I would love to have this as a transformation card, but it's connecting to a mourning card, and I would have this like tears. This could even be tears of joy, but it's not. It's connected to the death card, and then how can that be tears of joy when it's connected to the Knight of Swords that's spinning and coming out of control and coming in aggressive and bringing tragedy with him. And I can't bring him as someone that's self-aggressive because he's attached to this person here. So they're hard cards, but let's hope that this is a foreseen warning and we see something. Yes, Felicia, and you know where I'm to, because I want to know. I don't even like doing those readings, so I don't like speaking it into existence. But then again, when you see it, and you guys know, people that have watched me now for over a year, it doesn't come up very often, sweetheart. It don't come up very often. So you do need to be very careful, sweetheart. You do need to be, but see, this is your future. It's not you. That's it, right? Someone is left mourning. Okay, my darling. So I'm going to move on to Catherine. Catherine or Cat. I think your name is sweet. I'm not sure. Katherine. Catherine. Is that you, sweetheart? Cat. There she is. There she is, Cat. Aloha, Dream, my darling. Welcome. And anybody new that's joining in. Oh, man, I wish we didn't have that crappy reading. Okay, my darling. And again, I apologize, guys, for being late. I apologize again for being late. But the old body had to go sleep. Had to go sleep. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you, honey, for the stars. Okay, Cat, look, back, front, and center now. You see my little cards up here? Little cards, look. I got them lined up in front of me so I could look at them. Gotta check here again, Cat. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, that's good. Now this is totally a different kind of reading all together. This is death in a upright precision. This is a different kind of death. It has us go back up, babe. It has us. We know that something needs to die in our life. Not you, but something needs to die for you to continue on your life's journey and to find your balance that you need to find in your life. Something needs to die. We need to say something. We need to say goodbye to something. And my guess would be that King of Wands. That King of Wands is a very arrogant, self-righteous, very I'm all that, and then some bag of shit. I was going to say thinks he's a bag of chips, but he's really a bag of shit. But we need to move forward, sweetheart. It feels like there's emotional and a financial struggle around you right now, and you're stopping your own growth, sweetheart. You're stopping it. I don't know if this is a boyfriend, if it's an ex that you're still emotionally attached to. I don't know if this is a business partner, or someone you work with, a boss, I don't know, but this is a male influence in your life that you need to move away from. You're not going to get into your life or find your balance as long as this guy is in your life. This could be a brother. This could be a next door neighbor. I don't know who the people is in your life, but this person is sucking the hellhole energy right out of you, sister, and you need to walk away. You need to, and as hard as it is, death shows up. Death shows up when we got a big transformation that we need to understand. But you got to realize this situation is leaving you weary. It's taking the life. It's draining the energy out of you. And you need to embrace this, sweetheart. You need to get past it. You need to move forward. Now, finances. finances. I do see some finances here with that Two of Pentacles, and it feels like we're doing some juggling off some finances. That could be very emotional for you right now. Be very careful too with your finances moving forward, sweetheart. And then we come right into this. You got 2 major kind of cards out of 4, sweetheart. That's a lot of major kind of cards pop up out of 4 cards. And then you got the Wheel of Fortune. You're being your own worst enemy right now, sweetheart. You know better. In the Wheel of Fortune, there's a lot of knowledge being given to us. We got the knowledge from our parents. We got the knowledge from our mother, our father, the musician. We got our tools in our belt. We got the knowledge from the Eiferfin. We got the knowledge from people that love us in our life, right? So we got the knowledge, plus we got our own divine spirit to drive ourselves forward into our life. So you mean you mastered these and you got up to the Wheel of Fortune, and now what the hell are you doing? You're stopping yourself from your own success, your own journey, your own career, your own love, your own journey. So you're hooked to something there, sweetheart. We need to refocus. We need to get back to the basics. We need to get back to our teachings thus far, and we need to refocus. And my thing would be that King of Wands and this nightmare of finances and trying to please somebody else. And you know better, sweetheart. You know better. You need to embrace this change. You need to let this person go. And if this is someone at work, sweetheart, hocus pocus, let's all focus. Samantha, how's the boo-boo? So yes, sweetheart, it is time to move forward. We need a death of this relationship to move forward in your life. You are blocking yourself. You're blocking your own energy, and you got to make some major decisions coming forward. So that is for you, sweetheart. I hope that resonates, Kat. And you seem like you're a very young girl. It seems like there's a lot of energy around you. Oh, he's great. Hey, buddy. There's a lot of energy around you, sweetheart, and you got it, Kat. You got it in you. That's why I'm coming a little bit so hard on you, because you got those teachings. You got that structure. You got that stability. You got that stability built in you. So you know better. So come on, girl. Let's get moving. Let's get moving, Kat. Let's get things on the go in our life. Let's get moving. Okay, and husband Tom is good too. Well, that's good to hear. Hey, Selma. Hey, little red. Little ain't nothing little about it. Hey, good news. Over in our weight loss group, we lost 21.7 pounds, I think, this week. We lost over 17 pounds last week over in our little weight group. I think the week before was over 10 pounds. So I think we're almost getting pretty close to a 50-pound total loss off us girls over there. And that's not bad, because there's 20 members in there, but I think there's only like 17 that's active. So that's good. So, hey, let's give those girls a clap. Let's give all those girls a clap. They're eating healthy. They're working on their mind, body, and soul. We're working together. We're building a wonderful friendship. We're laughing, crying together. We're having a good time over there. So bravo, girls. We're almost up to 50-pound, I think, total loss in the group. And we really only just kicked her off. So that's a lot. A lot of nutrition, a lot of healthy tips, a lot of beautiful meals being posted. So yeah, recently I learned that empath almost keeps on weight to protect their energy. Helps me to understand my weight gain more. Absolutely, Samantha. Absolutely. We give and give and give so much, and we feel so much energy being drained from us at the end of the day. We put on that weight as comfort food. And you look, any real tarot card reader or someone that really works, they're usually overweight. They are usually overweight. It's something that we need to be cautious and mindful out of. I'm telling you, because we pick up that sadness all day long. You read about death, you read about molestation, you read about loss, and there's so much sadness attached to that. And then at the end of the day, you're trying to nurse yourself and feel full, because you're so empty from being exposed from such sadness and such hurt and soul loss, right? All day long. And yeah, so absolutely, sweetheart, that is a sure sign of someone preaching to the choir. Yep. Well, you know it, but you know what, though? The sad thing is, if we let go of that and start filling ourselves with healthy food, it'll open those chakras, and in touch with our spirituality, it'll bring forth such clarity. It also creates a psychic barrier to protect yourself from other people's energy. Yes, it do. But I'm going to tell you, when you're powerful, you know what happens, Samantha? You grow bigger, bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger, and bigger. And I'm surprised Tom don't know this, because he's done I think, a lot of ancient research. But the bigger the woman, the holier she was back in the old days. So a big woman, they recognized her as a holy woman, right? So they carried her in great honor and great respect. It was I'm a powerhouse then. Yes, and so am I. So am I. I'm a power mansion. But it's true, Samantha. I'm glad you brought that up, and I should talk about that some night over in Healthy Lifestyle. I really should, because it's true. We carry so much stuff, and we serve so... I'm a bulldozer. You know what we are? We're beautiful. We're beautiful, loving, caring creatures. And you know what? We're beautiful. Carolina, are you still here, sweetheart? Carolina. We got Carolina Jensen. Jenica. Jenica, Carolina, Laura, or Cavell? Cavell? Not that Cavell. It's another Cavell. Cavella. Laura. Okay, Laura is going to be next. Okay, my darling, let's see what the cards got to say to you tonight. No, that's Corvell. This is Cavella. Like Corvella DeVille. Cavella.
Is Laura.
Yeah, Cecilia is Loria. Okay. Who did you send that payment to, sweetheart? Who did you what name did you send your payment under? Because I got tricked like that. I'm not saying you're tricking me, honey. I'm not. Please don't think I am. But I just want to make sure the right people get reading here tonight. Okay. So this one here, this reading here is for Mrs. Laura Weber. Oh, Cecilia Weber. Yeah, that's you. And this, yeah, and it's under Laura Weber. Okay. Excellent. This is for you, sweetheart. This one is for you. This one is for you. Babe, I love that little pot. Can you please make me 5 more? Oh, look at the light, look at the light, look at the light. Beautiful. Almost want to sing, I am here, listen closely. Hear him calling out my name. Look at that. We got a spirit here, guys. See that? Can you light back up that box again? Can you light back up that box again for me? Thank you. Can you light it one more time for me? If you got a message for someone here tonight, can you light that again for me? Do you have a message for Cecilia? Ooh, Cecilia. Cecilia. Do you want to talk to Cecilia? Where's she to? Sweetheart, who you got on the other side? Look at that. Sweetheart. Who do you have on the other side? Who's trying to contact you, sweetheart? Look at that. Okay, sweetheart. Think mom and dad or whoever this is that's trying to contact you, sweetheart, is telling you, sweetheart, are you in a bad relationship? That's what this is feeling like to me, sweetheart. It feels like we're in a bad relationship. Are you, sweetheart? I mean, some people don't like talking about this online, or it feels like you got yourself in a difficult situation that you can't get out of, sweetheart. It feels like it's not going to change. It feels like it's not going to get better, and it feels like you're stuck, sweetheart. And it feels like there's someone around you, sweetheart, that's always attacking you, is being very aggressive towards you, and they're always coming at you. Makes sense to you, sweetheart? Is this a partner? Is this a friend? Is this a sibling? Who is this person, sweetheart? Who is this person that you need to pack up and move away from? Who is it? And I know that's a hard one. I don't feel this. No, this is for Cecilia, sweetheart. When I ask that box if they want to talk to Cecilia, they come in pretty loud and clear. But it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, sweetheart. This could be a friend. This could be a co-worker. This could be a sibling. This is somebody is here that these cards are saying to me that you're at a standpoint in your life. It could be finances, sweetheart. It could be your finances is at a standstill right now. Did you just recently get out of a relationship, sweetheart? And are you still going through the pain of that? Is there someone still in the past that is coming at you and is being rude and aggressive, and you feel like you're still stuck there? Are you stuck in something mentally here? Yes, a big lack of support. A big lack of support, Rowena. Go back down to the cards, babe. My past one was bad. Listen, we did get out of it. We did move. We did escape from danger, right? We did escape from danger in this card. This is that we're at a standstill and we're not moving forward, or things are very slow, but we're patient. In reverse, it was very, very bad. But this is someone that's reasonable, they're strong, they're hardworking. They work for their dollar and they earn their dollar and they hone their dollar. Or even if you don't work, sweetheart, yes, that is your standstill. That is your standstill, no doubt about it. But it's slow moving. It's slow moving. I know they call that a standstill card because there's no movement in that card, right? But we did escape here. We did move away from a dangerous situation. And in my card, I even almost made it like the divorce card. This to me feels more like a divorce card than the one that they call the divorce card, because this is painful. This is painful. In the Eight of Cups, your emotions are there. They're intact. They're not broken or scattered. They're there. It's almost like you're walking away from your love and your emotions. But here, you're escaping danger. You're moving away from something in your life, but you're taking that pain with you, sweetheart. You're taking that pain. So is it the abuse off that relationship? Is it the hurt off that relationship? Is there trauma and damage because of that relationship? This is your standstill. Here, this is wanting and looking for more, but we're in a dead-end situation and we don't know where to go here. Now we are locked down solid. Even like his wand is locked into a concrete brick. So that is his fire. It is stopped. It is just to a simmer right now. So there's no movement. So you got two cards here with no movement. The only movement you got coming forward here, sweetheart, is this Knight of Swords coming at you. And it's still picking at you, and it's still pulling at you, and it's still coming at you, and it's still hurting. So is it past trauma that's still coming at you? Do you need to do a healing, sweetheart? What do you need to do to move forward? I had that in a reading today. Go back up, sweetheart. I had that in a reading today. I talked to a woman and she was at such a broken down place in her life that she had no energy left to give into the world because she was so afraid that she was going to get hurt. She was so petrified of the pain that she would experience if she went on with her life. She figured it's safer to be by herself. Sweetheart, these cards are yelling that you need to face the trauma, you need to face the pain, you need to face the difficult situation you are, because if you don't face it, then you're never going to be able to move forward. That is how I feel, yes. And even though I asked if it is a relationship or you're around someone that was really bad, this is the moving away, And that's what I was going to tell you, sweetheart. You're going to be moving away from that relationship. You will move away from it, sweetheart. And you are. And you know, you're still in troubled water here, but you made the efforts to move forward. And you're stuck, my darling. Yes, I understand. And you're carrying that. And it's like, I know you want that, sweetheart. I know you want that, and you need that. You need that, and you want that. And you know what, sweetheart? You've got to face those demons. You've got a leech and a parasite. That was the two words. I talked about that. Maybe it was last night. That words could pierce through the very core of our soul, through the very core of our beings. And, you know, someone once told me that I was a parasite and a leech. And I can't even begin to express what those two words done to my soul. So I got a feeling that there was a lot more powerful words said to you. I got a feeling there was a lot more pain given to you. Sweetheart, we need to face these demons, because I'm telling you, you're not living life right now. You're not living life to your full potential. You're not bringing forth what you need to bring forth, my darling, into your life, because you're so scared of the past that you're not embracing your tomorrow. So it's time. It's time to face it, my darling, and it's time to move forward. Oh, Catherine, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Good girl. Good girl. No, I am not, but I'm damn going to. That's the girl. Cecilia. That's the girl. Arise and shine, my darling. You know what? Put his memory in the fuck it bucket and move on, because that's where he lives. And even though some of our past relationships are not with us, they haunt our very fucking core. They haunt us. Whether they were good or happy, some people get stuck in relationships that they never, ever, ever, ever get out of. The fear that comes with that. So it's time, sweetheart. It's time to start moving forward. Okay, my darling. So that is for Laura. You're very welcome. Cruella DeVille. Cruella. That's shocking. I should be saying that. I'm sure she've had that sung to her a few times. Burb. Kathy, I'm going to move your box up here a little bit. It's not much heat coming from. This one is not heat censored anyway, is it, babe?
No.
My other one's heat censored, right? Okay. I will pay for Kathleen. Go ahead, sweetheart. So this one is for Cruella. Oh, I should deal them up first. You should deal them up. Spirit, what do you want to say? What message do you have? Ooh, we got a big teaching. Oh, danger, sweetheart. Conflict, sweetheart. Struggles coming up towards you. Feeling very afraid and very isolated, sweetheart. Loss and emptiness. Oh, God. Okay, sweetheart. So, sweetheart, we got a teaching to go through here. And this is not going to be an easy teaching. This is going to be a hard teaching. But we need to get information. We're waiting and looking for information, a teaching of something. What is it you're waiting for? What is it you're trying to learn? What is it you're trying to do here, sweetheart? The moon card. There is danger lurking about here, sweetheart. There is a bad energy and there's a bad moon coming, sweetheart. Your fears. This is where in the darkness of the night our fears are met. This is worst case scenario coming through, especially with these cards here, sweetheart, and all this down here. And then we have the 5 of Wands. There's going to be conflict, sweetheart. There's going to be resentment. There's going to be disagreements. And we got some major challenges coming forward. Now, I'm going to use the Sun card. The Sun card, it could be someone that we love. It could be our soulmate. It could be someone from our past. It could be trouble with fertility. I can't say it. Trying to have a baby. It could be something in our marriage. Oh, honey. And then we got that Ace of Cups, and we're feeling drained, and we're feeling empty, and we're feeling like we can't pour anything else out because there is nothing left in me to give. And then we go into this giving and this receiving, sweetheart. Maybe this is the time that you need to let others give to you. I am going to cry now. Maybe this is time that you let others give to you, because I feel that you're the one dropped in the red, and you're the one trying to keep balance, and you're the one that's constantly giving and giving to others. But now I think you're the one that's on your knees begging for help, begging for someone to help you, begging for someone to guide and direct you. I feel like the anxiety and the lack of sleep is going to start to catch up to you. And yes, in this card, we're feeling so hurt and so broken, and we're feeling so shattered in this card, and our nightmares have come true. Just like in the moon card, it comes back down through here. And then our nightmare is to embrace and face death. 10 of Cups, sweetheart. The 10 of Cups. I'm going to say this card. I'm going to say this card. Jill, I'm going to cry that you said that. You don't have to pretend that everything is okay, because it's not okay. And we're full of anxiety, and we're full of pain, and we're full of fear, and we're feeling trapped, and we're feeling confined, and we're feeling the conflict, and we got the fears, and we're drained, and we're emotionally empty, and we're looking for answers, and we're seeking for answers. Are we calling on the great divine? Are we calling on spirit to come in here and to save us here? Is this what you're seeking? Is this who you're seeking it from, sweetheart? Who is this person? Who is the person that got the answers here? Going to be a hard one. Going to be a hard one. But you're not alone. You don't have to carry it alone. You don't have to pretend that you're okay. Because when we hide behind this veil, when we put our display on and tell everybody, we're okay, I got this, I'm fine, don't say nothing to nobody, it's okay, face it one day at a time, it leaves us here. It takes everything from us to hide behind this veil. But I think if we left it this veil and we could see the person that's behind this veil, we would see someone that's broken, someone that is very fearful, someone that is crippled over in anxiety and in pain, and someone that is so weary and so scared about facing death. So much. So, my darling, if it resonates, Julie Beans, take it, and anybody else. And I know what this is. Death is knocking on their door, and they're going to have to face death. Not them personally. And they're trying to be so brave and so powerful and not burden anybody with their troubles. Sweetheart, it's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn to receive. It's your turn to receive. You see that, sweetheart? This is not money. This is not finances. This is not what you need. These are one little happy thoughts. Two little happy thoughts, letting you know that you're loved. This is a lot of open your hands and open your heart and allow the giving to come in. I know who I'm reading here, obviously. So it's time to open your heart and let the people that love you, time you let them know. Let them be your strength. You don't have to carry this alone. You don't. You don't have to carry this alone. We are here for you, and we're going to walk with you. And if you don't want to tell the family, you don't have to tell the family, but tell your sisters. Let them guide you, sweetheart. Let them uphold you. Stop being the strong one for everybody else. Because you're going to need them. You're going to need them. And let them give you those little morning seeds. Let them check in on you. Let them be there when you need to talk to them. Sweetheart, don't turn away from the people that loves you. Let us fill your cup back up. Let us fill your cup back up. And I didn't realize how scared you were. And I apologize to you for that. I didn't realize how scared you were. And I didn't realize what you were trying to carry on your own. And I didn't realize at the brink of where you're to. And for that, I apologize. But I'm going to tell you, you're not going to carry this alone anymore. And now, we're going to move on. Because if she's watching this, she's crying because I'm crying. Not because she's crying what's going on with her. She's crying because I'm crying. So we're going to stop crying, right? And we're going to move forward in a different direction now. I love you, darling. I should have been more aware and more sensitive. My phone is beeping. I know it's you. Me too. Okay. It is emotional. I'm going to tell you something. And I don't mean to get all foolish I don't mean to get whatever, but No, something happened last night, and I don't care. I'm going to share it with you guys. Hi, Patty. Oh, it's good to see you, sweetheart. Haven't seen you here for a long time. We worked down here till what time did we go upstairs last night, babe? 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We worked down here last night, and we went up and we went to bed, and one thing led to another. And long story short, I cried like I never cried before. I cried so hard in his arms that I was something so, and I don't know what, I don't know why, but he just held me and I cried and I cried and I cried. Like I couldn't breathe. I was suffocating. The snot and the mucus was flowing so bad that I couldn't breathe at all. Oh my God, what a powerful reading. And I could not breathe at all. I couldn't breathe at all. And I think a lot of us is in a time of release. I think a lot of us is going through a time of sadness. And I think there's a lot of tears around a lot of us. Hi, Mildred. Hey, Stacy, my darling, welcome. Yeah, maybe, La Rose, maybe it was. And I think I hinted it there. I mean, we just lay there last night in bed, and I cried, and he was just holding me as tight as he could, and he was saying, Moo, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know, I just don't know. And the only thing I could come to my mind was like, I miss Patrick. But it wasn't that. You don't weep and break down like that. I'm happy, I'm proud for Patrick. But it was hard, and I think we're all, yes, I am blessed to have him. It was a humbling experience. And the last time, babe, that happened to me is when I was in Jamaica. That I broke down so bad that I was inconsolable. And that happened to me last night. And I never shared that with nobody. I never said nothing to nobody. Just me and Rob knew that, but I feel like that's the time. Maybe it is a time to release. Maybe it's okay to break down and cry. Maybe it's time that we stop trying to be so friggin', yeah. It was wicked though. I was inconsolable, and I couldn't understand why. Because I never cry. I cry reading cards, and I fill up. And I don't know, but I'm just resonating here. I cry too, and I don't know why. But I'm just reading these cards, and I'm just thinking of her and that feeling that she must be going through right now in her life. And I just wish that I could put my arms around her and hold her and tell her, it's okay. I got you. I got you. Absolutely, Catherine. So we're going to move on, and we're going to get into our next reading. Carolina or Geneva, are you here, sweetheart? I'm never going to be able to pronounce that name. And then we have Rena. It feels good sharing that. Oh, God. And Rowena. And then we got Robin. Okay, so I'm not seeing the header girls here. Sorry, I missed a bunch of comments that went up the screen. So Rena, I'm going to go ahead with you, sweetheart. I'm going to go ahead with you. These are $5 cards tonight, sweetheart. Saturdays, you could come in and we do free readings on Saturday, but I still didn't. I do that as fair as possible as I can, because you got to remember, I just can't randomly pick anybody, because everybody's hurting, guys. Everybody's got a struggle. Everybody's going through something. You know, everybody's got their own cross and their own burden to carry, you know. So okay, sent for Kathleen Baker. Okay, Rena, I got you, sweetheart. So that one is for, this one is for Kathleen Baker. And you know, we all got our own crosses, and everybody's pain is different and affects us differently. So Kathleen Baker, sweetheart, this one is for you. Oh, Janina, you're here. Okay, sweetheart. I'll read you next. I'll read you next. I see it, sweetheart. Jenica. You'll get the next reading, because you're from last night. So you'll get the next one on. But this one is for Kathleen. We're going to put Kathleen's energy in here, and we ask Kathleen's ancestors to step forward to guide and direct us. What do Kathleen need to know moving forward? What is it she needs to fix? What is it going on in her life, Spirit? Lead and guide us and direct us. And I know some people, they pull those cards that flip, but that's not the way I use my cards. I like the energy is flowing smooth and the cards are not flipping. And they've never served me wrong yet. You got some major look, another death card. Another death card. Sweetheart, you're not moving forward. You are brought up solid right now, sweetheart. You're at a major standstill in your life. And I'm not even sure even where to go with those cards. If anything, maybe finances here, but whatever it is, it's your stability, sweetheart. Whatever your stability is, sweetheart, it feels like it's crumbling in and down around you, sweetheart. There, you got to get in. The Spirit is giving you a Ace of Swords, and I love that I have Spirit to give me a answer to these cards for you, and that is your answer, sweetheart. Your answer is right in front of you. Your foundation is crumbling around you, and you're not sure how to move forward, sweetheart. You're not sure, but Spirit is saying, here, I got the way. I got the way. This is how you're going to move forward, sweetheart. He's giving you the knowledge that you need. Maybe this is the knowledge that you need right now, but you need to face the death of something. Is it the death of a relationship? Is it the death of a job? Is it the death of a loved one? Is it a physical death? Whatever that death is in your life, whatever this is that's causing you this worry and this pain and this heartache and this crumbling down in your life right now, you got to embrace it, sweetheart. Don't lie down and let death run you over. You can't. You got so much life to give, Kathleen. You're not going to lay down, no, and we're not going to pray it away. We're not going to turn away from it. We're going to embrace it. We're going to embrace it, and we're going to accept death, and we're going to accept the change that we need to move forward in our life. It's time to embrace the change. You've been weary for way too long, and whatever this is, if you're going through it, or if you need to stand up and move yourself through this to come through the other hand, fear The fear of not knowing is crippling. I understand that. I understand that. I understand of getting up and having to move forward and wondering if your foundation will ever be rebuilt. Sometimes it's easier to sit on shaky foundation than to start over. And we're willing to teeter-totter on weak foundation than give ourselves the power to move forward in our life. We do that all the time. So we're so feared of change that we settle with this shaky foundation. Sweetheart, you got to embrace it. You got to move on. You've been weary long enough, your sweetheart. And whatever this is not going to change. There is no movement in these cards. This is brought up solid, but Spirit is saying, you know what to do. I'm giving you a seed. I'm giving you new knowledge. I'm telling you, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You just got to make that decision, sweetheart, to move forward in your life. It's going to be okay. So that is for you, Kathleen. I hope that resonates, and I hope that gives you some strength to move forward, whatever this decision is. And it's really hard because there's not much telling there what it is. It looks like foundation, but overall it's stability. It's something that you've worked on and built up. But that could be anything. That could be a career. That could be a relationship. That could be a friendship. That could be so many things in your life. It could be something that you're bringing into your life. It could be something that you're allowing into your life that you need to let go of. This could be alcohol or drugs. I don't think it is, but it could be something that you're allowing in your life that's shaking your foundation, that is making you so worried and so lost. So sending you so much love, Catherine. I hope that resonates. I hope that gives you the energy to let go of the negativity or this hurt or this rebuilding. This could be your health as well. So, I mean, it could be anything. Really, it doesn't really give me a lot, but it tells me your emotion. I'm connecting to your emotion. Okay, Rowena. Oh no, Jenica. Jenica is next. Jenica, my darling, you are next, and you are welcome, sweetheart. Okay, Jenica, my darling. Okay, Jenica, my darling. But I put my cards in this tarot pack today, this morning when I come down and started my readings this morning. I put them in, and then I was going through the pack right quick, trying to pull them out before it was time to call that person. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. It didn't feel right. Nothing about it felt right, Jill. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Okay. The Star card in reverse, sweetheart. Our dreams are not being fulfilled here. Something is missing, sweetheart. We're feeling exposed. We're feeling disconnected right now. We're in a time of trying to take care of ourselves spiritually and physically. And there could be some jealousy. Is it jealousy? No, I don't think I don't think I got to wait, yes, Jill, for the complete deck. I'll keep them there in front of me for now. It's not right. I don't do that to Pamela's cards. But I got this feeling very exposed right now, sweetheart, feeling very naked. And it feels like we're probably meeting heads with a younger person right now that's kicking up a lot of dirt and being a little jerk and causing a bit of havoc and a little bit of trouble right now. Gotta get it, gotta grab them whole, honey. We gotta grab them whole. I don't know if this is a younger child or a teenager, but he wouldn't be no older or older than that. You gotta grab him whole, sweetheart. You gotta sit that little bugger down, 'cause he will spiral out of control. We really gotta tie him down. We gotta get him in line, sweetheart. Don't give in his home way. Don't give in his home way, because he'll turn into that friggin' Page of Swords, and then you'll have it on your hands. Then you'll have it on your hands, and then you'll wish for this moment back. So no matter how hard it is, no matter how much that you feel vulnerable right now, no matter how hard it seems right now, you got to pull this in, sweetheart. You got to get control of that Page of Swords. And we got the Queen of Wands, sweetheart. She's a sweet, sweet woman. She's kind, she's caring, she's loving. She's just doing her best to guide and direct everybody. And she's just sitting back. Seek her out. Seek her out for advice, sweetheart. Seek her out for advice. Seek her out to help you and to guide you. Because it just feels like to me, sweetheart, that she is such a beautiful person. And I don't know, I almost want to say it's someone from the other side, tell you the truth, but there's no one's going to fix this, sweetheart. You got to be the one to come forward and to fix this. And I know it's going to be stressful, and I know it's probably, you know, those tears we just talked about, sweetheart? It's probably bringing forth those kind of tears. It's probably bringing forth those kind of tears. So with that being said, sweetheart, no one can fix this, sweetheart, only you. And I know you feel trapped, and I know you're feeling confined, and I know you're not knowing how to walk away and how to get the message across. And sometimes we want to turn our back and pretend that it's not happening. Sometimes it's easier just to go off and let them be. But I'm telling you, sweetheart, there's someone here that could guide and direct you and help you with this kid. You can't take any more than you can, right? You can't, but you gotta deal with this, sweetheart. I don't know if this is happening or if it's coming up, but this is related to a child of yours that's going to spin or is spinning out of control, and you're going to want to turn a blind eye to it because you're not going to be able to handle it. It's going to leave you drained and empty, and if you don't get it under control, sweetheart, it's going to lead to a lot of hurt. It's going to lead to a lot of hurt. A lot. So, Carolyn, that is for you, sweetheart. I don't know if that's resonating with you or not. I don't know if that is resonating with you or not. But, sweetheart, I do feel like we got trouble coming up here around one of your kids. We do feel like we got trouble coming up here around your kids that you're going to have to take it's going to be hard. And it's going to cost a lot of entrapment. I don't know if someone's in jail. It could be, but there is sadness here, sweetheart. There is sadness. Okay. That is for you, Carolina. And now we got Rowena. So that was for Carolina. Babe, do you see the spammer?
Yeah.
He got him now, Jill Muddle. He got him now. So that was for Carolina. I know I read you before, maybe a couple times. Don't you just have like small baby children? I don't know even if she's still here. Like, don't you still have isn't your children all like teeny tiny children? Oh, he's 21. Yes. And that is the age. That is the age, sweetheart. That is the age. That is the age. Okay. Sweating like a whore on payday. Geneva, that was for Geneva, not for Caroline. I'm sorry. Sorry, that wasn't for you, Carolina. That Carolina, I'm not saying that. That was for Geneva. How do you say her name, Rob? Jenica. Jenica. That was for Jenica. Jenica, do that resonate with you, or is that for Carolina? I want to know which one that resonates for, because I was feeling you, Carolina. Do that resonate with you, Janita? I think that reading was for Carolyn. I do. I'm going to give that to Carlin. I really do, because I feel that young feller coming out of control. I do, sweetheart. I don't know what's going on around him. I don't know what kind of stuff is going on around. I don't know who he's with or what's going on. But it do feel like it's connected more to you, sweetheart. And I don't know why, but as soon as I start pulling those cards, Carlina, I had you in my mind the whole time. I'm sorry, Jenny. Okay, Jania, I'm going to read Jen. I'm going to call you Jen. I can't say that name.
Jenica.
Jenica. Jenica. Jenica, 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 Jenica. I'm going to read you, Jenica. Ah, that's right. I knew I read about you and your children before, and it came up. Right. I knew I read that before. Now, yes, now that you said it, yes, I do remember. So, sweetheart, I'm still giving you that reading to him. Maybe he needs to go out, sweetheart. Maybe he needs to leave the house. Maybe he needs to spread his wings. Maybe he needs to go to work. He can't spend his life on that game. He can't spend his life in the basement. And we can't leave him there to do that. He needs to grow up. He needs to become a man, sweetheart. He needs to, is it he don't want to go out? I don't understand it, Carolina. But there's something there between you and him, and it's got to be fixed, sweetheart, and he's got to be tended to. It just feels like he's got to be tended to, sweetheart. He can't live in the basement at 21 and play video games all day long and not go out. His life is passing him by, and we got to get him up. We got to get him moving. I don't care if he's mama's boy, sweetheart. I don't. He's not mama's boy. He should be mama's man. He's 21 years old, sweetheart. He's going to turn 25 and then 30, and is he still going to be in the basement playing video games, sweetheart? Honestly, even though you're saying he's okay and there's something there, sweetheart, those cards come up for a reason. We need to face the reality. And that's what I said. We're not facing it. We're not seeing the truth of it. How's he, if anything should happen to you, how's he going to cope into the world? How's he going to grow? How's he going to become a man? He needs to go out. He needs to find a woman. He needs to work. He needs to experience love. He needs to have all those experiences in life, sweetheart. Not sitting in a room by himself in a basement, spending his life on a game. It's not healthy, sweetheart. It's not healthy. He needs to go out. He needs to embrace the world, because when he do, anxiety and depression and everything else and social skills of withdrawal will hit him, and it will hit him hard. I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to be rude, sweetheart, but I'm telling you the truth here. I'm telling you the truth that he can't be there. Some kids takes longer than others. I understand that. Some kids it takes a minute or two from to get on their journey's paths and get going, and some kids takes a little bit longer. But we got to get them on a path, sweetheart. We got to get them moving. We got to get them going in the right direction. Now, if he's in school and he's doing something and he's got his path, I've read it all wrong, and I'll be the first one. But I don't think so, sweetheart. I don't think so. So, with that being said, yes, they need to live and learn. He's not learning nothing, and he's not living. He's existing. He's existing, Carolina. He's existing. And it's not always about going out and attacking the world and being a little jerk. Sometimes they're a little jerk to us or make us feel bad. Patrick was famous for that, wasn't he, babe? When he didn't want to do something, he attacked us in such a pleasant little way, and then he would go mama's boy. And he had me pulling at my heartstrings, Caroline. But finally, he got there. He got there after a while. But I'm telling you, sweetheart, can't live in the basement, sweetheart. That's what life journey is all about. And I'm sure he is a good boy. Spoiled him, because all his life he goes back and forth between his dad and me. He works when he's away from me, just on EI. See, because he knows you're going to be there to support him. Right? He knows you're going to be there to support him. Get him moving, sweetheart. Got to give him something to believe in. Got to give him something to dream about. Got to get him, got to put that time in there. Got to get him going, sweetheart. Got to get him moving. Just working on little programs, getting EUI and then living in the basement. No, sweetheart. Can't do it, sweetheart. Can't do it. I get it, though. Believe you and me, I get it. My girl just graduated and decided to stay home this year, so no school. She had to work. She will be thankful for it. Yes, she will, but it hasn't been an easy journey now, has it? It hasn't been an easy journey, has it? Okay. Jen, we're doing you. We're doing you. We are doing you. It's $5 a card tonight, Darren, my darling. It's $5 a card. I'll be glad to hook you up. Okay. Now this is a heartache, sweetheart. This is a heartache. The cards are so sad tonight. This is a heartache, sweetheart, coming from you. There's something going on concerning someone that you love around you. Now this could be a lover, a partner, this could be a friend, this could be someone else around you, but there is a heartache and there is some conflict going on around you. There is a struggle, there's a disagreement coming, there's challenges and obstacles and conflict, and there's something that you're going to have to overcome. Now, with that being said, With that being said, sweetheart, there is some sense of relief of something that you've been through. I do feel like it's dying down, and I do feel like it's fading away from you. And this is for Jenna. I'm not saying your name right, but I'm calling you Jenna. And then we got that card. It's in reverse. There could be some jealousy or some rival around you, around somebody here, that they might absolutely listen, Carolina. Listen to what Rena just typed there. Listen to it. He's out now. He's living.
Something to eat before we starve to death.
You gonna go start the barbecue?
No, I said I'm gonna get something to eat before we starve.
Okay. So,
This for a while.
okay. No, I'm almost done, babe. So, sweetheart, with that being said, I do feel like there is some closure of some competition or some rivalry or some conflict or some issues. This could be towards someone or around somebody, but it's finally coming in, sweetheart. And I don't know if you were fighting for something or if there was a meeting of minds, but it do feel like there was jealousy or rivalry involved in this. So it feels like there were several people into this, and it feels like it's finally coming down. It's finally fading away. There is some sense of release coming. Sweetheart, sometimes we need to cut people out of our life. Sometimes we need to turn away. Sometimes we need to walk away, sweetheart. And sometimes we let the chaos and the confusion and the clusterfucks come into our life. We invite it in sometimes. And these cards are screaming that, you know what, sweetheart, there's a breakthrough. Your heart is starting to heal. And yes, there was some jealousy or rivalry. Yes, this could be connected to a soulmate. I don't know if there was some kind of cheating or something here. I don't think of that, but there was something here, and there was some jealousy, and now we're refocusing back. There was conflict there. We got some kind of breakthrough going on here. The hearts are starting to mend, and we need to move on, sweetheart. Don't carry this any further. Whatever this energy is, whatever this struggle, whatever that battle is, and it's the Lover's card, right? That could be your soulmate, but it's between you and somebody else. It's almost like someone else got involved there that had no right to be around here and waving their fucking tongue and yapping their lips off. They had no right to be around, and they should be sat down and be in a timeout for a very long time. And I mean time out for the rest of your life towards them, because you know what, sweetheart, it just causes too much trouble. So it is time to sit back, sweetheart. It is time to sit back and let that healing process begin. But the most important thing here is do not carry it or bring it into another relationship. If we're beginning the process of healing, then we can't go back and we can't bring up what was done in the past. We can't bring it up. And whoever that was that caused that needs to be eliminated from your life, sweetheart. We need to move away from that. Thank you very much for letting me have a reading. I really appreciate from the bottom of my heart and soul. Thank you. God bless you. All my beautiful friends, and to the beautiful lady who done my reading. Thanks, Hans. You're so amazing, Han. Thank you. So, sweetheart, welcome, Susan. Welcome aboard, darling. Welcome aboard. So that's what I got for you, sweetheart. Whatever happened in the past, the healing has now began. Yeah, it's getting late. It's getting late down home. The healing process has now begun. Do not bring it back up. Let the healing begin. Give it chance to heal. Give it the chance for the wounds to heal, because if we keep pulling that bandage off and keep picking at it, it's going to infester and it's going to get worse. So that is for you, sweetheart. I hope that resonates, and I hope that gives you something to move on towards, and I hope that gives you some validation moving forward. Rowena, you are next, sweetheart. Sorry, Rowena, I had you there twice, and then I pushed you back, and we got all drifted away there. But Rowena, you are next, and I'm back on track. Babe, turn off that heat for I melts down through this chair here. Ooh, feel like the devil just caught me in the back of the church. So, Rowena, this is for you, sweetheart. This one is for Rowena. This one is for Rowena. There's another lady, babe, that wants a reading. Or a private reading. That's up to yourself, sweetheart. Sweetheart, we got a breakthrough here. I like this. There was something in your life that was spinning, spiraling out of control. There was someone or something in your life that was I want to say someone. It is the Knight of Swords. He is a somebody. He is not a something. And he was very aggressive. And he is moving away from you, or he has moved away from you. This is a time for you not to bring on fear. This is a time to trust your instinct. This is a time to let your intuition guide you and direct you right now, sweetheart. This could be a returning back to work. This could be taking on new knowledge. This could be taking up a new craft. But this is going to take work to manifest this. This takes time and patience to make things perfect. It could be a raise. Could be a raise. You could be due for a raise here, Rowena. But these cards are all about trusting your inner self, trusting your peace, letting your intuition guide you. Don't be afraid of the dark, sweetheart. This card upright is telling us to embrace the dark and to move in it. Do not be fearful. So are we afraid to go back? Are we afraid to move forward? Are we afraid we can't do it? I don't know, sweetheart. Why are we clinging to whole memories here? What is the memory? Is it we needing to go back home? Do we need to go back and do something? Do we need to go back and fix something there, sweetheart? So you got a lot of stuff going on here in these few cards. You got someone that was a shit ass that's moving away from you, which is good. That part is almost over, and that confusion and that storm and that chaos that comes up around that now is moving away. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Now we got an opportunity to learn, to create new schooling. It's going to take work, dedication, and a lot of patience to do this. This could be a raise coming up for you. Excellent. But we got a fear. I don't know where this fear is coming from. Is it, do you want to create something? Do you want to go somewhere? Are you afraid to do it alone? Are you afraid to shed your shell? I'm not sure, sweetheart. You're going to have to trust your instinct here. Trust your instinct with all your might moving forward, sweetheart. You got to embrace this. With these cards are so beautiful and so much yellow, we got to embrace it. And then we have that Six of Cups there, sweetheart. And yes, it's in reverse, so it tells us that we're clinging to something from the past. We're carrying something from the past. We need to deal with something. Are we missing the past, or do we need to deal with something from the past? But there is something there. There is something there that you need to deal with, Rowena. Is it a want to go back home? So there is something there. Or it could also represent maybe a new friend coming to visit, someone from the past coming to visit, or getting in contact with someone from the past. My family situation got me drained because I feel quietly. I'm afraid of letting people down. Yeah. Because that's why the mastery card is there. Because you're overdoing yourself too much. You're working for everybody else while you're draining yourself. And that would make sense. You got to let that go, sweetheart. You can't carry that. You got to let that go. So what is it in the past that you're clinging from that is making you feel like that you got to be there for everybody else? What is that? Where's that insecurity? I don't know what that word is, babe.
Quilty?
Oh, quilting. Like you're a quilter?
Guilty.
Guilty? Guilty. Guilty. Okay, guilty. Yeah. That comes from somewhere, Rowena. It do. We just don't wake up and feel like we gotta please everybody because we feel like we Babe, I don't know what that person keeps posting that. Can you block them? Yeah. Why is she putting that up over and over? Oh, it's a different message. I'm sorry, Kathleen. I'm sorry, my doll. I thought someone was spamming the page. I'm sorry. So, sweetheart, that comes from something. That comes from something. There's something in you that you need to resolve from your past. This guilt that you're carrying to try to make everybody else make this guilt that you got to please everybody else. Sweetheart, stop it. Stop it. My dad did his will, and I keep asking, did he want what he changed on his will? I don't understand what that means. My dad did his will, and I keep asking, did he want what he changed on his will? Are you asking him, sweetheart? Are you asking him? Is Dad still with us? Yes, and you're clinging to the past and you're clinging on to that pain, and that's why you're trying to prove your self-worth by never letting anybody else down. But while you're doing that, everybody else is letting you down because they're expecting and taking too much from you, sweetheart. You need to cut the ties, sweetheart. You need a new way of thinking moving forward. You can't do this. You got to let go of this aggressive anger. You got to let go of these people. They need to move out of your life. You got to go in. You need to concentrate on yourself. You need results here. This could be it doesn't have to be about schooling. It doesn't have to mean about work. I've said this before. It could mean the mastery of yourself, Rowena. And is that what you're afraid of? Are you afraid about going back? Are you afraid to go back there and go through that? Are you afraid to lock horns with your childhood? No past, but did he really want those things? Well, I guess if he put it in the will, sweetheart, he did. I guess he did, sweetheart. I mean, I don't know if there was someone come and had him that manipulated him or tricked him, but they're things. They're things. We get so tied up about things. Things. It doesn't mean nothing. Sweetheart, if he put it there and that's what's in the will, let it be. Don't worry about it, Rowena. It's not going to change nothing. None of us are promised tomorrow. And we get so caught up in these wills, and we get so caught up on almost every day, I do a reading about wills. Almost every day. Because there's conflict over people's wills and people not getting what they think they deserve, or feeling that someone tricked someone else out of something else, right? I do those on a week. I won't say every day, but I do them on a weekly basis. And I'm telling you, sweetheart, we need to cut the cords here. We need to cut the cords, Rowena. We need to let it go. Yes, I have to change my ways and deal with my childhood traumas. You got to, sweetheart. You got to cut it off. There's nothing there that's serving you any more purpose. So this is the mastery and the work within yourself. And this takes a long time and a lot of understanding and a lot of truth and a lot of tears and a lot of self-care that go into this, and it's a scary fucking process to go through. I'm telling you, if you're scared of the devil, then you don't want to face this one. I'm telling you, because I'd rather face the devil any day than go past traumas and past fears. It is absolutely brutal. But I'm going to tell you, what it brings true when you comes out is that hallelujah moment. Rowena, take the time, sweetheart. Get it right. Seek the help. Read the books. Write a journal. Do what you got to do, my darling, but do it. Do it, do it, do it. Cut through this, cut through this. You gotta go back here, sweetheart. You gotta get it right. It's time. It's time, Rowena. Because you're carrying this. You're carrying everything that was done to you to please other people, and they're sucking the life out of you. They don't give a shit. They don't. So that is for you, sweetheart. I hope something there resonates, and there's a lot of us. There's a lot of us that needs to go back and face the reality. Yes, welcome, Mark. There's a lot of us that needs to go back and face the reality of our childhood and the things that happened to us in the past trauma in our childhood. And it's a painful place, and it's a big healing lesson, and it's a lot to go through. But that journey itself gives you the power, to embrace tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you, when you get to that point, you see everything so clearly. You see everything so clearly. Everything comes vivid. Everything becomes true. You gain such power and such inner strength, and you begin to rise up in this anxiety and this fear and this gut-wrenching pain that we carry and this lack of happiness. All slowly falls away from us, and we become inspired, we become fulfilled, we become happy. Yes, we can be happy people. Yes, we can be inspiring. Yes, we could live a life of happiness. We really freaking can. We don't have to be sad. We don't have to be miserable. But sometimes it takes a lot of work to get there. That do not usually be achieved overnight. Okay, Robin, my darling, you are next. You are next, Robin. Okay. That is what I pray for. Don't pray for it, sister. Prayers is not going to get you nowhere. It's not going to get you nowhere. You'll pray from daylight to dark, and it's not going to get you nowhere, sweetheart. Get out, plant those seeds and nourish those seeds. Plant that seed into yourself, and you need to water that. You need to care for that. You need to mend that. You need to take care of that. You got to make sure that's healthy. You. Nobody else but you, Rowena. This is for you. This is your time to rise up. This is your time. You got it, girl. But I'm going to tell you, it's your choice. It just comes down to how bad you want it, and work for it. That's it. That's my girl. That's it. That's what it comes down to, sweetheart. Praying in one hand and shitting in the other, you're going to get the same results. I'm sorry. That's the truth. That is the truth. If you're going to pray for guidance to lead you out of it. And I'm going to tell you, that is the truth. You got to make the conscious, earthly effort to plant the seeds and nourish and help those seeds grow. That is the only way that you're going to come out of it. There's no magic pill. There's no magic prayer. There's nothing magical. You just got to make the conscious decision, darling, that you're worth it, that you're here for a reason. Okay, Robin, my darling. You are next. You are next. Just a small crowd around tonight. It's really late, I guess, down home now. And we're not supposed to be live tonight, so that's okay. Sometimes whoever's meant to be here will be here, right? And if you're new, welcome aboard, and we're glad to have you here, sweetheart. Okay, Robin, my darling. Oh, we got the Father card here. The Hermit card, kicking off with two major Kana cards. Ooh. Okay, my darling, this is very interesting here. Let me see your story that's unfolding here. So I got the Emperor here, sweetheart. I got a strong, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful person here. I got a loving, caring man. I got someone that will guide and direct his family no matter what. I got someone that is absolutely beautiful. He thinks with his mind and his heart, and maybe sometimes he overthinks, but he's got wisdom, sweetheart. He's got wisdom, and he's strong, and he's solid. So I know that you do have this good energy, and I'm telling you, we got the Hermit card here, and the Hermit card comes from great pain, sweetheart. There's pain here, and it is telling us, he tells us that we need to go with him, and we need to relate to our soul. We need to connect to our soul, and we need to do that soul searching. And the Hermit is not up on that mountain for no reason. He's there for self-discovery. He's there for self-learning. He's there for self-teaching. He's there to embark on something, and he's there because, sweetheart, because of pain. We're there, but he loves me to death. You got a good man, sweetheart. Appreciate him because he is a good man, and he's strong, and he's loyal, and he's kind, and he's got your best interests at heart. But there's still something here, sweetheart. I don't know if this is representing you or if this is representing him. Or if he's going through somebody. Is there someone around here, sweetheart, that's sick? Is someone going through a sickness around you? And that would not, it's either him, or is it someone in his family that is going through a sickness? Could it be his brother or somebody? Me. Oh, Robin. Oh, what are you going through, sweetheart? What are you going through, sweetheart? I'm having seizures. Right here, sweetheart. Right here. I'm telling you, sweetheart, this is scary. And do you have a smaller child? Is there a smaller child involved here? I am, Jamie. The readings are coming in. I got to put them out, sister. So is there also small children or a small child involved? I was in ICU. There's your time for recovery, sweetheart. There's your time for recovery. And where's... Oh my God, she is so emotionally overdrained and so emotionally exhausted right now, sweetheart. It is not even funny. And you know what, sweetheart? She could be feeling nauseous. She could be feeling fainting. She could be, 16 transgender. Yes, 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 yes. That's it, sweetheart. That's it. They're so emotionally overdrawn and overwhelmed right now that it's leaving them a sickness and a knotness and a tight in their belly. Right? It's so, so hard. And they're holding on, sweetheart. It's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time. Oh my God, sweetheart. They've been holding on to it for so long, trapped in their mind, their heart, their body, and their soul. And it's time to move forward, sweetheart. Now, I'm going to say I was wondering why this card was coming up, because I could see the sickness. I could see a child withdrawn. I could see someone holding on to something, and I could see somebody going through so much. But my good Lord, you got a child that wants to transitioning. I can't say it right. I apologize. We got someone going through seizures. We got you going through seizures. And you think you're wondering why we're in a place of solitude? Wondering what the hell was going on in our life? Oh, my darling child, make no wonder. This is the lack of resources. This card got a lot of meanings to it, sweetheart. It's a Disraeli card, and it's a hard card. And it comes right in the brink of not knowing what to do, not knowing what the next move is. It makes us feel beaten down. It makes us feel like there's crisis all around us and we don't know what to do to move forward because there's a lack of resources. Maybe there's poverty, not having enough, right? Maybe there's sickness, maybe there's disease. Maybe it's the loss of saying goodbye to your daughter and embracing your son, or the other way around, saying goodbye to your son and embracing you. I feel broken. And that's it, sweetheart. That is it. So, I mean, sweetheart, with all that being said, sweetheart, you're going through it. You're going through it. You have to say good. You got to focus on your health. And it feels like there's a reason you're up on that hill, sweetheart. You're at a cold, dark moment in your life and you're doing some soul searching. You're questioning everything about yourself right now. Everything there is to question, you are questioning it. Thank you, Jamie Muddall. You are questioning everything that you can question right now, sweetheart. Yes, there is sickness and it's still ongoing. It's not stopped yet. And yes, we got this kid that's emotionally overdrained and is feeling sick to their stomach that's been holding on. What was that, babe?
What?
That's been holding on to so much. And yes, I know you feel like there's a lack of resources. And yes, I know you're scared about the sickness. And yes, I know you don't know what this is going to look like moving forward. But Jamie just said it, Robin. One day at a time, sweetheart. Saying goodbye to my daughter. Now I have a son. And that's okay. That's okay. And I don't know how bad do you want to transition, if do you want to have the surgeries and everything else. Sweetheart, we're not doing those readings right now. We're not doing those readings. These are $5 cards tonight. So please don't go spamming it over. It started. So there you go, right? So we're going to say goodbye to our daughter. We're going to embrace our son. And you wait until that is all said and done and they fall in love and everything else. I can't imagine, honey. I went from thinking my oldest would be the happiest married to a man and have children. She is a lesbian. I get it, honey. It's hard. Jamie, I love you. And of course, you're scared of more seizures, right? There's all kinds of stuff going on in your life right now, and you're not knowing how it's going to look moving forward. But you know what, sweetheart? The cards come out, and they come out loud and clear. That spirit is listening to you, right? He is listening to you, and he hears your cries, and he hears your fears. Well, your hand sisters, right? They're listening, they're guiding you, they're directing you. Still yourself, sweetheart. And remember, this is his journey, right? And embrace his journey. Be a part of that journey with him. And you know what, sweetheart? This is only a journey for us. This is not home. Our home is on the other side, and we're just here having a earthly experience. We're spiritual beings. And you know what, sweetheart? I know that's scary. I live with blood clots. They can move at any time and kill me. But that's okay. That's okay. And I just want to let you know that it is what it is, sweetheart. But embrace it. Don't be so scared of tomorrow that we can't appreciate it. Right? Absolutely, Rena. Absolutely. The soul never changes. They were just hiding behind a veil. Now you're dealing with the truth. Now you're dealing with that person, and that's a beautiful thing. So embrace it, sweetheart. And what's going to be will be. One day at a time, sweetheart. Don't live in the fear of what tomorrow is going to bring, because you'll never, ever, ever get any enjoyment. Take it one step at a time, one day at a time. And you know, so many people I've talked to, so fear of this or fear of that, and then boom, you know, my best friend died, or this one died, or that one died, or you know, it is. We don't know, sweetheart. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. But if we awake, let's embrace it. Let's feel the heat of the sun on us, or let's feel the cold breeze rattling around our ankles, or let's smell the smells cooking in our kitchen. Let's taste the food that's going into our mouth. Let's embrace that. Let's embrace that. Let's embrace the laughter and the joy in your child's belly. Let's embrace getting the feeling of getting to paint, or buying his first pair of this or his first pair of that, or the experience, you know. Embrace this journey and let it become a part of you, because this is a part of you. This is your child. So with that being said, sweetheart, I'm going to move on, and it's time, sweetheart. We can't fix it, but we sure as hell can embrace it. We sure as hell can embrace it. Jenna Starr. Are you here, sweetheart? And then we got Lorianne. Mrs. Lorianne. Okay, Jenna, darling, this one is for you. This one is for you. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to Jenna. Absolutely. Embrace that journey, sweetheart. Embrace that journey. Because I'm telling you, it's powerful. And you know, when I went through the journey with Patrick and his cliff lip and everything else, it was so fucking scary. When I went through the journey, I didn't even care when I had my blood clots. I was so far on my spiritual journey, whatever was meant to be was going to be. I really didn't go up to my face, babe. I didn't even really care at that point. If I was ready to go home, I was ready to go home. I didn't care. I was excited about it. But there's been times in my life that I have been sick and I've been petrified because I wasn't right with myself, right? But when I embrace the fear of Patrick's cleft lip, Benny's cleft palate, and everything that had to go with it, what a learning experience we had. And, you know, from the time he was born, for putting that first bottle in his mouth, that first look on his face, on knowing, and the fear that come with that was unbearable at times, just unbearable. But you know what? Once we got into the swing of it and starting to embrace it and seeing the courage, you're going to feel so proud of this kid. You're going to see the courage and the pain. Yes, there's going to be pain and surgeries and everything else, but the courage, and then you watch them blossom into the person they're truly meant to be. That is just so beautiful in itself. It's so beautiful in itself. So embrace it, my darling. Embrace it and go on that journey. It's fear that's holding you back right now, sweetheart. And Rena said it best when she said that the soul never changes. She's right. That soul is only going to become stronger and more powerful moving forward, because now they're truly living their authentic self. So embrace this experience. I miss my hugs from Patrick. So it's the fear, right? And as we went through it, and even with the blood clots and nurses and the struggles and the experience and the strength and the gratitude, and with Patrick, his courage and his undertaking and his personality, as we watched that We watch him from eating with his hand up to his mouth or with his head down, eh, babe? He would always eat with his hand up to his mouth, even in front of me and his father. He would eat. And then that's not the guy you guys met in Newfoundland. Man, he thought he was Romeo. He thought he was all that, a slice of bread, cup of fucking case of cupcakes and everything else. Because his confidence grew, sweetheart. His confidence grew. And he had to go through that transition as hard and it was painful for me. The day that I seen my son stitched up, I cried. I wanted my baby back. I wanted my baby back. It wasn't the baby that I brought home from the hospital. And it was hard. But God, to see him come back. And see him to be so fiery and in university now, doing what he loves. And there was a time in his life he couldn't leave the basement because he didn't want to deal with society. And it took him a little while to get there. But he's working on it. And he's shining. And he's brighter than ever. So let your son become bright. Let your son embrace that. Because he deserves it now. He deserves it. Okay, my darling. Sorry. Jenna Star. Jenna Star. Yes, because you got big tits and Jamie got big tits. That's why he always had a hug for you. He's a handsome boy, Rena. Hey, Jenna Star, you got some releasing to do, my darling. Look at the young people showing up here today. We got a lot of young people here. You got some releasing to do. You got some releasing to do. This is a time of solitude for you. This is a time of sacrifice for you. This is a time of stilling yourself. It might be a time in your life that you're unable to move forward. And again, I got this Page of Cup. Yours is in a hot right position, sweetheart. They're genuine, they're sensitive, they're sincere, they're passionate, they're daydreamer, they're whimsical, they're creative, they want to embrace the world with glitter and rainbows and unicorns. And then we got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is someone turning away from, this could be a loss of finances, this could be overspending, this could be not looking into the future. There could be a dispute with finances there or an inheritance, but there's something going on. You know what, sweetheart? You got 3 cards there tonight, and I feel with these 3 cards has got 3 separate meanings for you. I feel this is 3 different situations, and I don't think I want to put this together. I don't feel like I want to put this together. I believe that you're the hangman. I believe there's a young person in your life that's full of glitter and rainbows and unicorns and everything else that's probably going to be a hardest or whatever they do, they're going to do with such skill, such love, such passion. Their emotions are flowing freely. They're creative. They're just beautiful, sweetheart. So I do feel that around that young person. And then we go into that Kabbalah, into the tree of life, into the family, in reverse, sweetheart. And it do feel to me, like to me there could be some disagreement or some argument or something coming up around the family. Again, this could be a loss of wealth. This could be money being put into the wrong places that's not going in the hands that it should be going into. Now, Rowena, you asked about that card before about your pulling someone else into your reading. That is the card there. That is the card there that you would want to see right there. That card in reverse rolling it would say there was a dispute in the family and that was not going the way that it should be going. And that is what's going on around you, or that is what is coming towards you, Jenna. So I feel that there's a healing, a time, a sacrifice coming from you. I see this beautiful cradle of energy around a young person, and I do see some trials or something coming up with a family inheritance or a loss of money or someone overspending that she should be putting away for the family. So that is for you, sweetheart. I hope that resonates. And in this time of release, in this time of not moving forward, sweetheart, this could come prophecy. This could come true new sight. This could be seeing things in a different. The young person definitely can be your daughter, sweetheart. It definitely can be your daughter. But you're going to see things in a different perspective, sweetheart, that gives us some prophecy. So this time is a good time to really connect, to do that inner peace, to do that inner work, to really put your mind and heart and soul to it. When we come to standstills in our life, that is our time to still ourselves. And we keep talking about that over and over. It seems to be a topic that keeps coming up over and over and over again, is stilling ourselves. Tasting the food, feeling the sunshine, feeling the wind, feel the cold breeze, feel the warmth of the sun, feeling the hand of your partner. Listen to the sounds around you. Embrace the silence. It's what you need to do right now, Jenna. Your daughter, let her wear the funny clothes. Let her wear them. Let her be unique. Let her be the person that she wants to be. It's okay if she wants to dye her hair purple or shave off her head. Because whatever she does in life, she's going to do it with a passion. And I'm telling you, yes, I had this card today for another lady, and it was about her granddaughter. And you know what? It doesn't matter if people that's different, they get remembered. People are the same, they get lost in the clutter. Let her uniqueness shine true. Let her be creative. And she's going to have many passions in life. And yes, she may have one, throw it down, pick something else up, but that's okay. But feed on that energy, sweetheart. Put that time and that energy into that little girl and let her shine, because it really needs to. Okay, I think that is it. Let me check one last time. No, Lorianne, are you still here? My voice is tired. I've been in reading since 10 o'clock this morning. I got out at 4, went and had supper, had a nap, and then I come right back to you guys. So, and I was last night and Wicked Wednesday and readings all in between. So yes, I am losing my voice, Jill. I am. And I can feel it breaking up more and more and more as I go in. So what's tomorrow? Friday. I haven't even had time to do the bookings for tomorrow. And I think I might skip over the bookings and we might take tomorrow off, babe. Want to do something? Want to go somewhere? Yeah, scared. Coronavirus. Maybe we go for a long drive somewhere. Yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I can feel it down here. I'll be spitting up good morning, I tell you. Okay, our beautiful Lorianne Lush. What does Spirit want to say to you, my angel? What's going on around Lorianne? Oh. Ooh, decisions, and that family card is back again. Boy, that card has been showing up a lot tonight. Decisions, my darling, and some more decisions. You're going through a time of decisions, emotional decisions, mental decisions, decisions about family, mental and physical, mental and emotional decisions about family. We got the Queen of Cups here, sweetheart. She's a fallen woman. She's a woman, Lori, that is, if it's you or if someone that's around you, sweetheart, we gotta pull our shit together, or we need to walk away here, Lori Ann. We need to walk away. If I'm telling you, this is not going to end well. Someone's in a difficult situation, someone needs escape, and someone needs to move forward with their life. Someone is carrying past, someone is carrying trauma with them, and we need to move forward. There needs to be some major decisions sought forth in your life moving forward, sweetheart. There is. It's time to make some decisions. There's a financial decision that you're going to have to make, and that is coming up really quick. This is robbing Peter to pay Paul, but it will pay off. It is a big decision that needs to be made, and it will pay off. Whoever this Queen of Cups is, sweetheart, she used to be kind, caring, compassionate, loving. She would sit and talk to you for hours and hours. She had your back. She would guide, direct you. She had nothing but your best interest at heart. Something has turned her mean. Something has turned her, and I'm sorry, you are not the best version of her, or she is not being the best version to you. She needs to step back, sweetheart. We need to let go of that person, because that person will pull us down, and under that weight, they will suffocate us and drown us. And there is someone around you, sweetheart, that is in a difficult situation, and they do. I don't feel like this is you, Lorianne. I feel like this friend could be yours, and I do feel those decisions that needs to be made coming forth. Terry needs the donation one, babe. But I do feel that this is from someone around you. I don't know if you're the person that's helping them and guiding them, or if you're the one that's trying to get them to move forward. But there is somebody around you, sweetheart, that is going through a difficult time. Now, this could mean some kind of travel, or this could mean a journey over water. This could be someone on a mission, but the progress is in play. There is a moving on, there is a healing, but we're not at a danger hit. It's going to take some time. You know, this is someone that's feeling the weight of the world. This is someone that needs to leave in a hurry. This is someone realizing something is broken in their life and it cannot be fixed. I got to take what I can get out of this relationship. I gotta make the steps, even though they're hard, cold, painful steps. I gotta make those steps. I gotta do it, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much is going to hurt me emotionally and physically. I got to make those steps to move forward. And yes, I got the fear of that water. Yes, I got a fear of my emotions, and I don't know what it's going to look like on the other side, but this is broken down. It's going to be better than what it is now. It's got to be. So we got to take that veil off, sweetheart. We got to see the truth for what it is. We can't cover our eyes and hide behind a veil anymore. And this is a decision, and there's no halfway fucking decision here. There's only one decision to make, and that is moving straight for it. There's no looking back. There's no, what if I do it this way, or what about I do it that way? No. Moving my mom, maybe. I don't know about that, sweetheart. I don't know. I mean, it could be. It could be, because you do have the family card there. I don't know if mom needs to go into a home and mom is pissed off and you're carrying that burden because she don't want to go into a home, and she's turning bitter that once she was loving and caring and compassionate, and now she's upset, and yes, she's hurting, and you're trying to juggle the finances, but you need to make that decision. And yes, it could. Yes, it could. It absolutely can. If everything I just said there makes sense, yes, it can be. But whoever this Queen of Cups is, she once was very loving, kind, caring, and passionate. But I've seen that come up with people with Alzheimer's or dementia too. I've seen that with Alzheimer's and dementia too. So yes, it definitely can be. It is emotional decision way, and sometimes that's funny, Lorianne, because I did have this card today for another lady, and she is moving her mom in with her. She's moving her mom in with her, and this little guy here, it was reverse. We're reversing roles, right? And we had to look at it from a different perspective, and we had to deal with the change that's coming forward. So yes, it doesn't have to be daggers and darts, but you're right, Lorianne. It can absolutely be as simple as the process of moving. Do mom want to move into a home, sweetheart? Do she want to move in? Is she bucking it? Is she scared of it? Is she unsure of it? Is she packing her most precious possession? We know she can't be there anymore. There's a chance that she could hurt herself. It's a hard process. Yeah, it can. It absolutely can, sweetheart. So what's the next step moving forward? But see, I don't think if this is referring to your mom, oh, I wish there wasn't such a big delay. If this is not referring to your mom, Lorianne, it could be referring to what's left after mom is gone. That's what I'm thinking. Move her. Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Move her in with me. No home. She hates the thought of it. Yeah. And that was the card I had come up today for another lady. That now the roles are going to be reversed, and you're going to have to realize that this is going to be a hard undertaking, that this is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. And as the days turns into months and the age gets old, I'm not discouraging you. I'm just telling you, Lorianne, what could be coming at you, right? We're not going to be able to go like we used to. We're not going to be able to do what we want to. And it's not easy looking out to somebody older. And that's what it feels like. If we're pushed in a home, we're going to be so fucking pissed off here. That is not what we wanted. So, big decision. Huge decision. Financial decision and a mental decision, right? Concerning your Queen of Cups. Yeah? I think you nailed it, sweetheart. I do believe that's what the cards are absolutely saying to you. I know Dad just passed. Yeah. And there's the family inheritance, sweetheart. There's the family inheritance. So we're in this place here right now, right? Yeah, it's a hard decision, Gussie. And I feels for her too. I would not be able to do it. I would not. I went down with Mom and Dad for one day and sat with them one day. And next I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too hard. Well, I'm not in the best of health myself, right? And they didn't ask for very much. They didn't ask for hardly anything. But it was hard on me. It was hard. So the next day, Sarah had to go down. I couldn't do it. Mom had both my grandparents live at home at different times for over 15 years. It was hard. And my mom had Dad's mom too that lived at home, and we had grandmother. Now, I remember grandmother living with us when I was a teenager. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was wonderful. But I know Mom took a hard beating with Dad's mom. Mom's very, very ill. It kills me seeing her suffering. Yeah, Lori, that's a big major decision, honey. To take that on. And I'm not telling you not to. I'm just telling you, I don't want you to get to the place that you feel like you're crawling out of your skin and wondering if you made the right decision. I tell you, I would talk to some healthcare providers and hetero women that have done this, and really sit and listen and talk and get different ideas, and don't feel like you got to put it upon yourself, sweetheart. It's a lot That's a lot, sweetheart. And you're going to have to do some serious thinking, right? Big major decision over everything. And I'm going to go back to my little card here. And this is our Six of Swords, right? And this is, there's going to be a little teddy bear here at some point. But this is taking only what we can. Look at this whole house here, sweetheart. This whole house is full of stuff. But look the very little that they're taking. The very little. It's broken. We can't fix it. It's done. It's time. It's time to move on, sweetheart. And you know what? You can't fix it, sweetheart. We can't. And these steps are cold and they're hard and they're bare and there's no cushion here. So it's very raw, and it makes us embrace the rawness and the coldness off those steps to take that move to move forward. And then we got this water here. It's choppy. It's out of control. We don't know what it looks like moving forward, but it will calm down. It will be okay. And we are moving to greener pastures. But look at the battles. It's not easy. Look at the hills. Look all the battles that we got to overcome. So there's a lot to consider, and there's a lot to take in here. And yeah, there's a lot, sweetheart. There's a lot. You got a big major decision and a big life-changing occurrence coming towards you, right? And it's going to be a hard one, Lorianne, my darling. I'm sorry about your dad's passing, too. I just want to let you know that. So, my darling, that is your reading. Tyrone is here. Hey, sweetie pie. You want a card, and a card you'll get, my darling. And a card you'll get. So sending you love, clarity, and, confidence in making the right decision that's best for you, Lorianne, and your family moving forward. I'm good, my darling. How are you? So a couple cards for Tyrone. And then I'm going to say good night. We got a beautiful barbecue waiting for us. Tyrone is back again. The morning card is back again. You only got 2 cards tonight, sweetheart, but you got the Fool. The Fool is, the Fool is someone that's unaware of the dangers that they're leading into. They're unaware of the danger that is around them, and they're so carefree, or they're so caught up in their own self or in their own mind. They're making foolish decision after foolish decision that could bring to ruin, could bring to loss, could bring to complete destruction, that would go right in to tears, to loss, to sadness, to grief. So somebody around you, sweetheart, is about ready to make, and this is not you. I think we know who this is. I think this is your family again coming forward here. And again, sweetheart, again, it's there. It's not leaving because it's not changing. See, Tyrone, it's not changing. They're still making those bad decisions. They're still walking on a cliff. It's only a matter of time, sweetheart. They're not listening to that little dog. They're not listening and saying, caution, caution. They're naive. They're going into the world, whether it's because of pain or hurt or just naiveness or immaturity. Their sense of being aware is gone, and they're just going. And those hill caps represents danger. This is being up high, and higher we are, harder to fall, right? And yes, they're seeing things from a higher perspective and from a higher view, but it doesn't look good up there, sweetheart. It's not all what it seems to be. And again, we're gone right into that 5 of Cups, sweetheart. There's a loneliness, a sadness, could represent death, grief, suffering, tears. So, it doesn't have to be, but I keep constantly getting the same cards over and over and over every time I read you, because it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. And this person is still doing the same thing that's pulling on your heart, and it's bringing that fear to the surface. So that is for you, sweetheart. That is for you. And I'm going to end it there for tonight. My throat is gone. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I will catch up with you Saturday. And we will do those few, but then we'll go right into you're welcome, sweetheart. We'll go right into free readings and doing what we're doing. And it's late. It's late down home. We're tired. It's time to go to bed, guys. It's time to eat, go to bed, and rest. Good night. God bless. Take care of one another. And remember to live a life without judgment. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We've got shrimp cooking on the barbecue in a few minutes. So yeah, salad's already made. I had a bit for lunch. We'll have the rest for supper tonight. So good night. God bless. Take care of each other. Good night, everyone. And thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the donations and supporting me and supporting my work. It's much appreciated. Thank you, Rena. Thank you, Jamie, Jill, for your words of wisdom here tonight and for the guidance that you give others. Good night. I'm gone this time. Bye, everyone.